played football for almost her entire life. When she was young, her parents essentially forced her to play football, and while she enjoyed it, she didn't have a say in whether she wanted to play or not. As she grew older, though, she discovered that she was interested in other things, such as her school music program, her chemistry class, and especially basketball. She also found out that she was losing interest in football, and she didn't spend as much time practicing or playing, much to her parents' dismay. Her parents would often say, "Veena, you've invested your entire life playing football. Why do you want to quit now?" But the more her parents forced and pushed her to continue with her lifelong sport, the less interested and motivated she became.
This is a classic example of amotivation, a feeling where someone has little to no motivation to perform a certain behavior. In this case, Veena feels amotivated to continue playing football. Why is this the case? Her lack of motivation can be explained via the self-determination theory, a theory that helps explain the factors behind why we feel motivated to perform a task, or in this case, amotivated. The three main factors or universal needs include relatedness, the need to form meaningful bonds with others, autonomy, the need to feel a sense of control over one's life, and competence, the need to possess the ability or capability of performing a task at a certain skill level. These three factors relate to the differing levels of motivation one feels about different tasks. Generally, the stronger one feels that they possess or wish to possess these three social needs, the greater they are motivated to complete the task.
In this case, Veena doesn't feel amotivated because of a lack of competence. She is already an excellent football player with many years of experience, nor does she feel a lack of relatedness. She's made a lot of friends through football over the years. She, however, does feel very amotivated due to a lack of autonomy, likely the most influential determinant of motivation. She's being forced into playing football because of her parents and feels a lack of motivation due to a lack of control over being able to make the decisions to play or not for herself.
Veena, however, seems to increasingly enjoy playing basketball. Initially, she started playing to win the Student Athlete Award, an award that will look great on university applications. Unlike football, she felt motivated at first, but only in order to win the award. This is an example of extrinsic motivation, as in motivation geared towards gaining rewards or public recognition.
Veena did in fact try out for the school team, and while she sits on the bench for most of the game, she's recently noticed a desire to improve. When she's not finishing up her homework or chores, she often finds herself shooting jumpers at Pan Am and practicing her footwork. While there is no attached reward or external pressure to play basketball, she finds herself wanting to constantly improve. This is an example of intrinsic motivation, also known as mastery motive. It describes a process of being internally motivated to perform behaviors and overcoming challenges, often associated with an extremely grand sense of autonomy.
This scenario was presented with the intention of showing that while there are three distinctions of motivation, in fact, intrinsic, extrinsic, and amotivations are not separate from each other and are more fluid than concrete. For example, Veena found herself developing a gradual and genuine enjoyment of basketball. For her, it started to feel more like she was doing it for herself, even though she was initially motivated by external reward. This phenomenon is known as internalization, i.e. the shift of intrinsic motivation to more intrinsic motivation. Often the reward associated is substituted with a acquired personal meaning or significance associated with greater autonomy and subsequent continuation of the behavior, even in absence of reward. Veena might even notice that her 3-point percentage has increased due to a generally improved performance.